Hello YouTube, back with the next BattleBots toy review. Today we're reviewing the BattleBots Overkill McDonald's toy. It was one of the 8 that was released in the set. Only 7 were actually from the show. I mean, Mac Attack was one that was specially made. To have a little fun with it, I guess. And as you can see, it's sort of based on the Season 1 design of Overkill, because it's got the curved wedge. Although it's kind of hard to tell in some ways, but I think because of that the slope part of the wedge, it's very reminiscent of the Season 1 design, although the overall color scheme is a bit different on the show. It's a lot more silver. This may have been just to make it look more like a toy, kind of like the Hexbug Tombstone toy, but as you can see, it's got, even despite the fact that all the holes here are not, they're not open except for a couple here, although they are there in kind of indentation. I don't know whether this was just to make it more safe for children. I mean, this was the intended, you know, these were all basically designed that way. I mean, that's why Overkill's weapon is not, it's not at a point with all the bumps in it along the side here. It's a very decent representation of Overkill. I mean, the problem is it's not invertible. This little, I don't know what to call it here. I guess an extension or something on top of the weapon actually prevents it from running. In fact, the entire design prevents it from running upside down. Although it's good this doesn't have, like, it's not like the, I guess the rollout where it's pullback toys and other stuff. They don't really run on the wheels they were designed from the show. Those are more decorative. At least this one actually uses it, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see it that well here. You notice that, yeah, I just pulled it, I just wound it up, and the blade went down with the weapon. You can even do it that way as well, because that actually, you probably can't see it inside here, but if you look carefully, that little slot, I think, is where the, yeah, the motor, the actual mechanism that makes this thing work is directly underneath it. You can probably see a little bit inside there, a little white thing, little white tab in there, kind of sticking out. You can see this little fin on the side here. This actually goes into that slot and magically makes it work. It's kind of a nice way to go at it. I mean, it's not a bad way to go at it. It's just too bad it doesn't go all the way back. This is as far back as it goes. You know, just a little look at the back side. You can see there's not a lot of space for it. I mean, it's not a bad toy. I mean, according to the way it was kind of demonstrated with the little demo video, it was supposed to go up and down all the time, like that. But I don't know whether maybe I'm just not going back far enough. Ah, there we go. It's just gotta, yeah, to get that effect, you really have to wind it back up. I get it to go 2 times or so. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's a little more. That's a better representation. The tires are spinning pretty fast in this, so in order, so if you're having trouble getting it to work, wind it up a few more times. When you start hearing that click, not this click, but when you actually start winding it up. Yeah, that click, the louder click, that's when you know you're in good shape. It'll be wound up and actually ready to go. You can do it this way, or you can push it along the ground, just move it backwards instead of forwards. Actually got some good speed on the wheels too. They actually revved up higher than they did before. A little note: if you look carefully, the back wheels are not quite the same. They're not designed the same way. Because I think that's because well, they're not positioned exactly, like the body is not positioned exactly in the center. That's probably because the motor is actually connected to this wheel directly. But they both drive. I mean, if you drive one, you drive the other, really. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty decent toy. I mean, the tires are very, you know, they're kind of solid plasticky, sort of rubbery. But I mean, it's definitely a nice toy. It's definitely going to be safe for kids, as per usual. Although it would have been nice if it were more like the Season 2 design of Overkill. They probably could have gotten away with that one without a problem. Although, obviously that one's probably not meant for young kids because it's a whole lot smaller. It's a little sharper on the blade, so they can probably choke on it, so definitely keep it away from children. But this should be a lot safer. Parents may not want it to be near their kids anyway, though. At least not ones that are really young, like toddlers and stuff like that. But overall, I'd say it's a definitely good representation of Overkill. Kind of too bad it was got a couple little downsides here and there, but overall, definitely. I mean, if you're a fan of Overkill, you'll probably get this toy. There's a lot of toys of Overkill out there. I mean, it's had pretty much a good chunk of the merchandise, as well as, actually, yeah, a little bit of merchandise. It was in the BattleBots video game as well. It's one of the 16, although don't compete with that Overkill. You're gonna probably lose. It's not very well. It's about as used as it. It's probably more effective in the show than it is in the game. But that's my review on the BattleBots McDonald's Overkill toy. Thanks for watching.